Hey guys, yeah, I just got done watching a video by Tactone. I don't know if you guys know him or not, but I usually watch a lot of his videos. And then the Bone Kim, uh, but yeah, he just made an interesting video about domains, what I kind of wanted to touch upon. Um, I know he say you should only really be farming your artifacts for the hardest thing, which is Spiral Abyss. But I feel like I know he also said that just basically take what he's getting from his video and adapt it to your own play style, right? But I also wanted to touch upon a little something because some people might just be just a little bit in the dark. So here he said this was his favorite set, and personally, it is also mine. Like I need it for Diluc, I need it for Klee. Um, probably even Zhang if I wanted. And so, yes, I am currently farming this. For Witch of the Flame, but I want you guys to know, like, I just recently got AR-40, and when I try to farm this, as soon as I got AR-40, I got the floor mopped with my entire team. To Luke, he was cleaning the bathroom. Um, Fischl, she was she was down doing the dishes. Who else? Barbara? Oh, Barbara was in the sewer working, bro. She was trying to unclog the toilet. Oh, who else on my team? Zing, no, not it wasn't Zing Lang. Chun Yun. Oh, point is, I got mopped. I got wiped. So yeah, my team obviously wasn't ready for that because I'm gonna show you guys right quick. If you guys notice, yes, I said the Luke was on my team for doing this dungeon, and if you guys notice, uh, this dungeon it requires cryo element. So I'll tell you the effect in the dungeon personally. It is you do more damage with you hit with cryo. Not cryo because the whole dungeon is electric. So yeah, actually, Fischl wasn't on my team. It was Mona. The whole dungeon is electric, and you do bonus damage with cryo when you proc supercharge, and you take bonus damage if you proc overload. So what I was doing is I was using Chung Yun E, and then just going ham with the loot because he is my heaviest hitter, and I couldn't afford to do this dungeon without him on the team. So switch this back to the main. Yeah, as I was saying, I couldn't afford to do a dungeon without him on my team, so I needed him there. But my Chongyun was absolute garbage. Died. My Diluc, I just recently started putting some little more material into them, so I'm farming pretty efficiently now. But that's only because there's one thing. I ain't saying it might be the same for you guys. You guys might be of a better team than me or whatever. But this dungeon right here, I farmed my official gear, which is, of course, Thundering Fury, of course. I farmed official gear, and at first I was a little iffy about getting Soothing Thunder, but I read it, right? I read it. Then I just like, oh, shit, it's dog shit, man. Awful. I don't want this. And then I did this dungeon, and then I was like, I had like an epiphany. I was like, wait, hold on. This dungeon full mobs is electric. They could literally, if you do it, you will literally notice they constantly be doing electric damage to you, and you can't dodge everything. Your stamina will get depleted. So I read Thunder and Fury again. 40% electro resistance right off the bat. And in addition to 40% electro resistance, you get increased damage to anyone affected by electro. It doesn't mean you have to affect them by electro. As long as they have electro status, you do 35% more damage. And that's where my epiphany happened. And that's where, if you look, I just built my Diluc. Well, I didn't go like full on to the last set, but I literally just gave my Diluc like two-piece set from it, and this was like amazing piece, like crit rate. I mean Diluc comes with innate crit rate in him already, so I didn't really need this, but it was amazing crit rate and yeah. And this flower was pretty amazing. More crit rate, attack percent, and also I kind of like the normal attack because I did some math and what's not, and attack percent only really works, of course, if you have attack. But then again, that's why the flower is there. Like flower gives you the attack along with your base attack, and then attack percent scale off of that. But could probably talk about that later. So yes, I like that. I like the normal attack. I like attack percent. I like the crit rate. In case you're wondering, the Lulu crit rate is 58%, crit damage 65%. Not the best, but it's there. And electro resistance, boy, 55%. And then even this I found wasn't enough because this dungeon would mop the living floor with me still. Well, not totally, but it would still put in some work. So I also was. I know a lot of people. I don't know if they utilize the foods, but I make a few Adaptus Temptations. I use them. These two, I always using them. And then I made some pots, some potions. I personally go for electro resistance. Like the only other potion I would recommend, well, for my team in personally, would be fire damage increase because I have Diluc, I have Klee, I have Zinglang, all of those. I would be fire damage increase, not for this specific dungeon, but I'm talking in general. But that would be fire damage increase and electro resistance for this dungeon in Pacific. So 55% on Diluc plus another 25. That would be what, 60, 70, 80% electro resistance. And when I say that is deeply needed for this dungeon, very, very deeply needed. So before I could even done this dungeon, I had to farm this first. Is what I'm back to getting to my point. I had to farm this first, so don't. I'm just saying, like, if you guys watch his videos and you like, I mean, you probably don't take out everything what he says because basically what he's saying is you have to adopt the artifacts and stuff that you need to your team. Like, don't just do what he does, which is like he won't even want a two-piece set out of this. Like you might actually want the lava walker is what he's saying, and if he's saying if you want it, go for it. Um, but yeah, what I was saying is I actually would you would like there's no bad piece in this dungeon per se. So I mean the resolution of Sojourner, uh you could use it for Klee, but there's just better ones. So yeah, basically what I'm getting out of this dungeon is two out of the three-piece set I want. So, or I wouldn't mind having. So I farmed this for like a couple days, maybe a week. I got some good 5 stars. I could give you all a little peek right here. I also actually put the full set on Chang Yun. So because his damage is already low, I literally just built him to do that dungeon with the Luke because of his E. That's it. So yeah, he don't really have nothing. His damage is pretty low, but I put the full set on him. But my official, oh, these two sets, I'm pretty proud of. Like the feather and the timepiece. It, mwah, attack percent, elemental mastery, which isn't too bad. then there's the crit rate. Like these two, I I really really like it, and even the percent HP. It and again I say I always love the normal attack, always helps. And percent HP is sleeper OP because you get one shot level 40 plus, AR 40 plus. In Abyss, wherever, you would get one. I can't tell you, I just got AR 40, just got my Klee, I leveled her up, 10k HP, I run around killing stuff, one shot, gone. I'm like, okay, hold on, let me play that back. Let me revive Klee, heal her rock to full, let's try this again. One shot. So, yeah, percent HP, sleeper OP, always good to have that. And then there's this. You got your attack percent. You have energy recharge, which goes a long way with her passive. Like at first, I thought her passive would like Fish E and her ult basically would not work with this set because as the bird stays out on the field. But what I did notice, I don't know if I'll be able to show y'all quick. Something quick. Here. I'll probably just jump cut when I start. Okay, what I did notice is that Fish E actually ticks whilst it's out. So by the time it actually leaves the field, the cooldown will actually be lowered. Now, if y'all notice right quick, her E is on a 25-second cooldown. So keep that in mind. 25 seconds, and it stays out for 10 seconds. So that's already 15 seconds gone. And I guess did overload. Okay, I did overload. It probably proc to like twice. So 15 seconds, watching the E, 15 seconds. Now you see, as soon as it came off cooldown, it's down to 11 seconds. So I probably procced it 4 times actually. So yes, Fish E does tick away with the electro, but with the 4-piece passive. So it is worth to get for her. But back to what I was saying. So again, yes, this dungeon, very sleeper OP, very worth. I say, you should probably only be farming for endgame, which is Spiral Abyss, but how are you going to get to endgame if you can't? Which is you can't because, well, you don't have no material, you don't have no good artifacts or nothing. So these dungeons, like all of these domains, you could actually use this second sleeper set. Like, I don't just mean for this, I mean for all of this. I know Pyro resistant, more damage to Pyro. I'd probably use this. I don't remember which one, again, it was. I think it was this one. I tried to farm, and I got mopped by Pyro. So, you could use the set. I'm not saying invest a lot into the set. I probably didn't even have to go full 12 with 12 plus 12 one artifact with the Luke. I'm not saying invest all into the set, but you could use it. Probably just invest to 4 or maybe even 8 if you want, just to get that extra bonus stats along with it. And then once you farm the set you want completely, then you could switch it out later, or you could actually, especially when artifact lock and keep comes back, you could actually keep it just in case you want to refarm, or it's like something stronger comes and you just really need to, like, and your set isn't working, you're like, damn, I wish I had my resistance set back again. You could easily just go back on and flap it on, or you could pass it down to one of your other members, because they do still have good stats. Like raw stats, it's still pretty good.